Alright everyone, welcome back to another ASTD X tier list. This is for update 4, the newest update that literally just launched today, and I've actually seen and used most of the characters now because they're actually really easy to obtain or evolve. Toby's the only one, this guy right here, that is really annoying to get, but everyone else is pretty easy, and I have, so this is going to be a really easy tier list for us to make. As you can see, this tier list looks a little bit different than my last one. I've rearranged a lot of things, and we can move people up, we can move people down, right? Because I just wanted to separate it a little bit, so it's not like super cluttered. Obviously, it's going to be really cluttered the more characters they're added into the game, but if you enjoyed today's tier list, make sure you guys like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you comment. It really helps me get these videos out there to more people, and with that being said, let's start the tier list. Okay, so my recording actually broke, but I did end up putting Toji right here in meta progressive. He is a super great unit. He bleeds. His whole gimmick revolves around his ability where he can sacrifice 5 other people's units and give him permanently more damage, which can be very good. You're probably most likely not going to get that off in really any progressive game mode, but is still an option that's really good. Obviously, him bleeding, he's probably the second best bleed in the game as well, since bleed is like kind of rare. And yeah, overall just has good damage. He's decently cheap. He's not a super bad unit at all. But as well as that, I'm actually going to put this Toji right here. I'm probably also going to put him in meta infinite, guys. I don't want to say he's better than Kokoshiba because obviously I haven't seen his full potential yet. But I think for now, I'm going to put Toji right there, guys, in meta infinite. I think his ability really can be useful, mattering on how long you go in infinite and how properly you can use it. So I'm going to put it here, just, you know, in case it works the way I think it does. Next, though, we have Yami. He is a very good unit. His whole gimmick is that he has black flame. He's a ground unit. He's purple. And he is a line type character. So Yami actually is really good, guys, especially for progressive. It's really hard for me not to put him in here. A part of me doesn't want to like overload the progressive tier, but this guy's really good. Comparing him to burn units, his burn is doing more damage than Akainu's and Kokoshiba's and Ace's, but I'm probably going to put Yami, I think, right here just to be safe, right behind Trunk, or right in front of Trunks. Because I think you're getting a little more usability out of Kokoshiba and Akainu, because Akainu you're putting down the magma pools and you're helping everyone, and then obviously Kokoshiba you're doing insane amounts of damage, you're fully AoE, you eventually become a line as well, you have burn, you have bleed, you're just doing more with Kokoshiba than you would Yami, so that's why I'm putting him right here. Next, we have Regan. So Regan, I'm gonna be honest, he's not a super great unit. I'm sorry to say, guys. He is a hill orange unit that has kind of mediocre damage. It hurts to do this, really, because I love him, but I'm probably going to put him around here. I would probably put him right here because his DPS is a lot lower than Crocodile's. Ishar's ceiling is crazy, and now he's super great hill. He's like borderlining progressive. All right, next we have Kurama. So Kurama is actually insane. Genuinely the best unit from this update in my opinion. Kurama, if you don't know, is a green hybrid ground unit who can go full AoE hybrid, which I don't know if that's a bug or not, but they can go full AoE hybrid. They can go big circle hybrid, or they could just go ground cone. Their DPS is 126 with all-star. They're insane. Genuinely, I think I'd put Kurama right there. I'm not even kidding. I think they're up here with these guys where they're just super cheap units that can just solo everything for you early game. And Kurama is really good, guys. Definitely pick Kurama up for sure. And along with that, I'm probably going to put Kurama up here in meta infinite because green is not an insane... it is pretty good for infinite, but having the ability to be hybrid is really useful. I think they're like borderlining meta infinite personally right here. So next, we have Tony Stark, aka Coyote from Bleach. Coyote is a blue ground unit that has really big range. That is his big gimmick, is that he just has a super long line with big range. He doesn't really do anything outside of that. I don't really want to do this, guys, but I think I'm going to put him top of A. I think he's a good unit, but I don't think he's meta. I just think there's literally everyone in here is doing what he does, but better. Azathoth is doing around the same amount of damage, and she's freezing, and she's time stopping on top of everything. Death is basically just the better version of Coyote, which kind of sucks, but that's just my opinion. If you guys think he should be in progressive, I'm sure you can argue your way up to it. I'm not against it. It's just blue is a pretty stacked color, so he's not really bringing a ton of this to it, but that's just my opinions. So next we have Toby. So Toby is the unit you get from doing Tower. Tower is a super fun game mode, and at the end of it you get guaranteed for free Toby. So Toby is absolutely insane. He's not super expensive. He's a red ground unit, but his damage, guys, I think I'm gonna put Toby right here in meta progressive. I'm gonna put him below of Kainu just to be safe. Toby has the second highest DPS that I'm in the game. I'm pretty sure someone calced it with All-Star, so that is insane, guys. He doesn't do anything special other than just do a ton of ground damage, so that is really cool. I'm also gonna put Toby up here in Meta Infinite as well, probably behind a Kainu because he's the second highest damage in the game, but everyone else here is factoring in something or doing something better than he is, so that's my personal reasoning. Next we have Inumaki. So Inumaki, I'm actually there's two of them here because I'm gonna put one in support, probably right here. Inumaki can basically do everything. They have an ability where they can switch their attacks to do different things, which is what makes them so good. Their damage is all right. I'm probably gonna put them around here. I'm pretty sure Inumaki is a purple unit, so that is pretty useful. This update did have a decent amount of purples in it, so he's kind of struggling a little bit, but Inumaki's good, guys. He's definitely a great unit. He's definitely a great support for sure. And then finally, our last unit of the tier list is we have Maru. So Maru is also a banner unit. Maru is kind of hard to rank, guys, because I think he isn't that good, in my opinion. I think Maru really struggles because he doesn't do anything really super unique. He's just a normal burn unit. He does have really good damage, but he's a ground only burn. You want to know who else is a ground only burn? Kokoshiba. You want to know who else is? A Kainu. He's just doing the same thing as them, but worse. But even though I'm saying all that, I'm still going to put Maru up here. I'm probably going to put Maru as probably the highest unit in great. I think they're still an amazing unit. But guys, I think that's my tier list. If you agree, if you disagree, please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm sure you can argue in the comments, right? If you want something higher, you want something lower. This is my first initial reaction, so some of these placements might not be like final, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said at the start of the video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.